Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Theresa here, and today I have another layout from my project life for 2020 to share with you. I'm moving into February now. There will be two layouts for the month of February, and so I'm going to do the first one today. I'm still working with the Simple Stories Hello Today collection and am enjoying having the predictability of month to month, being able to use the cut apart sheets from that collection along with the really cute die cuts and embellishments and puffy stickers that came along with that. I realized that I needed a divided pocket page there, so I switched that out really quick, and then I'm going to just lay things out. I'm sharing a little bit more of my process here, and I hope that's helpful for you today. I have a general pattern that I go by for my photos, and so you can see I've left the top left 4x6 pocket and the bottom right 4x6 pockets are left open, so I have a space for a title card and a second space for journaling or a filler card, however it comes to be. And then I'm going to fill in the 3x4 pockets as well with a combination of journal cards and filler cards. Usually I try to alternate, and so you'll see journaling card, filler card, journal card, filler card, alternating like that across the 3x4 pockets. And that's just sort of a simple and basic formula that I have used for years now to help make the decisions and to help keep kind of a balanced layout. And then there were a couple of square photos that I had for this time period, and so I'm going to find a couple of background patterns for those pockets as well. And so I mentioned previously that the Simple Stories collections mostly use a pretty consistent color palette throughout, and that's one of the things that appealed to me with the Hello Today collection, because you can pull in a lot of other Simple Stories collections to use. This is the Simple Stories Valentine's themed collection. It's called Sweet Talk, and so I've brought that in to use, and I'm just going to cut apart a couple of the sheets here just to get some journaling cards, and also to use some of the pattern papers from this kit. And this blended really beautifully with Hello Today, and it was just a lot of fun to use a more themed product. If you guys know me or you follow me for any length of time, you know I don't typically do themed layouts, but this page was really more from the first half of February, and there also was a Valentine's date night included in one of our stories, and so it was a lot of fun. I always love Valentine's themed collections anyway. It seems like, you know, you can use them for more than just Valentine's Day. Any kind of romantic layouts or layouts about someone that you love. It doesn't even have to be romantic, really. And of course, hearts have my heart anyway, anytime, any day. So I think I've got it figured out. I think I've got the 3x4 cards I need. I did go ahead and grab a couple of tags from one of the cut apart sheets as well, to layer with those 3x4 photos. Or maybe I don't have everything. That's right. I still wanted to find the just a couple of patterns that will layer with those photos. And so the photos that I have, well, first off, I had lunch with Heather of Heathers Crafty Life that week. Hey, Heather. And so we took a quick selfie at the bed and just did a whole big house cleaning. It was just something that, I don't know about you guys, but when you're stressed, or when you're starting to feel stress mounting, do you dive into a deep clean of your house? It was just sort of one way that I coped with it. And so I took that photo, and yeah, I'll be including that. And then I mentioned, of course, that we had a date night. And so our date night was to the Winston-Salem Symphony, and they put on a concert of a few selections of John Williams music. And so if you're a Star Wars fan, then you probably know that John Williams was the conductor and the composer for all of the Star Wars music. He also did Indiana Jones and E.T., and just a bunch. He did Superman, just so many amazing scores for movies. And so we, of course, made our way to that. It was our last date night out. We have not gone out on a date since then, other than to, what we do now is we sort of just drive around a little while and see people, see people through the car window, and get takeout and eat dinner in the car. That's our date nights these days, and that's okay. It keeps us safe. It's also low pressure. I have to say, it's low pressure. We don't have to get dressed up. We don't have to see other people or try to navigate being around other people. I know that sounds terrible, but it's hard. Going out these days is hard. And I think you all probably can relate. But that was a really cool evening, and I'm glad we had that. One day we'll be able to go out again like that, I think. But not right now. And so I'm glad I had documentation of that, and super glad that I was able to include that memory here. We also had a bit of snow, I guess. It was just, you can see, it was just a dusting. I know the photo of my window there was like, I just looked up and all of a sudden snow was coming down outside, and it didn't really accumulate that time. And then it snowed again a couple of days later, and that was the photo at the top. And we were sort of taken off guard by that snow. And even though I don't like being out in it, we were like, it's snowing out and we don't have any milk. So off to the store we went. We try not to do that too much. But at any rate, so what I did for some of the embellishments, you can see I'm using some enamel hearts there and a couple of labels just from my stash, using some of the Ellie's Studio stamps from last year. Last year, I did an excellent job of collecting Project Life and Pocket Page products. I'll just put it that way, because I didn't do Project Life at all last year, and so now I get to use some of those fun things, and that's always cool. And then you can see here how I decided to do this card with the square photo, and so I just added some journaling on my tag about having lunch with Heather, and then I'm just going to add a puffy sticker or some, just a single little simple embellishment here. It doesn't have to be a lot, doesn't have to be overly complicated. That's really all it needs. And then you can also see where I've added my journaling on the 3x4 cards as well. And that just kept it simple for me on the left-hand side. And so then moving into the right-hand side here, and again, just going into my stash to find some labels. I was kind of undecided about colors to pull in, and I decided on this side to use some of my black labels. What we did, one of the things I loved was I looked over and saw Alan, and he was all dressed up in a tie, and he was holding the program and his wedding ring in the light, and I just snapped that photo really quick, and there was just a moment where that caught my breath, just because that's what I want to remember, is just being there with him, and feeling that feeling the attraction and feeling the connection with him, and being able to connect through music. And this was music of our childhood that just came to life, and it definitely connected us on a really meaningful level. Whew, I'm so thankful. Just talking about it, there's living the memory, and then there's documenting the memory, but then there's also sharing that memory with you guys, and sharing these layouts, and sort of processing what I'm documenting here. And I guess it means even more now, knowing what was coming. We didn't even know what was coming at the beginning of February of last year, and so it just has a whole new meaning. And I feel like I'm treasuring the January and February. I feel like I'm treasuring those memories a little bit more than normal. If you're working on your January and February of last year, tell me if you feel the same. Tell me how you feel about those days before lockdown began. I'm just really grateful that we had that, and I know that life will never be the same, but I do know that those connections remain, and however it looks different, we will still have meaning to attach to whatever the future holds as well. It's just going to look different. So I had this little heart card. I love this, and I thought for a few minutes about what I wanted to do with it, and I just added a little stamped sentiment, and then a couple of these little puffy hearts from Ellie's Studio, just to add a little bit of dimension there, a little bit of depth there. And that's really all that I did. That side is really simple. Both of these pages are really simple, but I think that the stories speak for themselves, and they definitely hold a lot of meaning for me. So thank you so much for following along with me today. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you will check out the blog post where you will find product links and also links for other inspiration as well. I'll see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.